And welcome back, everyone. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time tonight, welcome in to race 2 of our doubleheader tonight. We just wrapped up Mid-Ohio with Bradley Domer Jr. taking a dominant win over Michael Fox in the 42. But now we go from a fast, sweeping, yet technical road course at Mid-Ohio to the flat 1 mile oval in New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon. Yeah, and as I said, New Hampshire is a very flat but very fast 1 mile oval. And it's one of those tracks where no matter what you do to the car, you just can't really get the setup right to go the fastest as you possibly can. So it should be interesting for every one of these guys tonight, especially coming off a very wild road course race. But yeah, of course, we have the starting lineup for tonight's race, and of course, lagouts will start toward the front as well. So yeah, if I can talk, the finishing order from the race at Mid-Ohio is inverted for tonight's race 2 at New Hampshire. So if you finish last at Mid-Ohio, you're starting on pole here at New Hampshire. So the front row will be Cameron Morris in the 2 and Tegan Jones in the 4 by virtue of lagging out. Row 2, we have the 43 of Matt Connors and the 24 James Iaconelli, and I'm going to go ahead and join in the lobby here since the timer has just clicked down to 0. All right, and row 3, we have the 38 of Anthony Peters and the 3 of Kevin Williams. Row 4, we have the 13 of Sal Zavala and the 12 of Joshua Harris. Row 5, we have the 7 of Spencer Boyce and the 41 of David Wessel. Row 6, we have the winner at Mid-Ohio, Bradley Domer Jr. and Michael Whitman in the 9. Row 7, we have Kevin Hall in the 37 and Michael Fox in the 42. No, wait, the 88 of Jared Hall, my apologies. I'm getting my 48s and 88s mixed up now. Yeah, I got my Kevins mixed up last week, and I'm getting my second digit 8 messed up this week. So it's the 88 of Jared Hall, the 9 of Michael Whitman in row 6, the 37 of Kevin Hall, and the 42 of Michael Fox in row 7. And then in row 8, we have Bradley Domer Jr., the Mid-Ohio winner, in the 48. And rounding out the field is J.C. Tirado in the 8. It looks like we are having some issues with the lobby. So we are going to, yep, we are having issues with the lobby. Everybody's wrecking each other. Yeah, some are disconnecting. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and get this lobby restarted. And you just gotta love it when, you know, the lobby doesn't work, everybody's lagging back and forth. And what do you do then? You just throw yourself an impromptu demolition derby. Now, of course, as far as who I'm going to be keeping my eye on tonight, definitely keeping an eye on that 4-car Tegan Jones. As, of course, you know, again, he is one of the fastest, if not the fastest guy in all of the CFRL right now. But of course, by virtue of him lagging out at Mid-Ohio, he's got himself a very good position for the New Hampshire race tonight. That is second place. But of course, I'm also going to keep my eye on that 7 car of Spencer Boyce, as Michael Fox alluded to in his post-race interview, as he has a very solid record here at New Hampshire. It had a pretty rough result at Mid-Ohio, so hopefully he can make some noise. And I am starting to get the invites now, but of course we have to wait a little bit before I can join in. I'm going to go ahead and put my speaker on. About 15 seconds to go now. Alright, the race is loading in, so I'll go ahead and join in. Now, of course, we have 16 guys running the race 2 at New Hampshire. That is, of course, that is because the 14 of Ryan Parsons and the 10 of Kamal Wright have elected not to race the second race at New Hampshire. Well, technically, they're starting and parking, but yeah, they're not really starting this race, but from the looks of it, the lobby's looking good. Well, maybe not. Because there was a bit of a surge there. Yep, yeah, the lobby's messed up again. So cue the impromptu demolition derby. Pretty hard hit between the 41 and the 7. Yep, they have disconnected. Well, at least Wessel has. And now, all we have to do is just wait and see who's going to be hosting the next lobby. And I find it kind of interesting that we were able to get Mid-Ohio in without any real problems to the lobby, but as soon as we get to New Hampshire, we're having issues again. We do have a few cars still out there on track. Of course, with this downtime, does give these guys another opportunity to get some practice laps in. Or practice laps in, I should say. If I'm able to talk properly. Yeah, from the looks of it, it is Tegan Jones hosting the lobby this time around. Should be an interesting scenario there. Especially considering that he did lag out at Mid-Ohio. I'm going to go ahead and turn the race chat up a little bit.
Lap times here? I don't even.
About 30 seconds.
28, 29, 30.
Sorry. So, yeah, it'll take fucking 75, 90 minutes, won't it?
It's
I
going
feel
to
like I
take a
could get a
while.
top 6 or 7 out of this race, too.
It's been a while.
This is one I think I can win, but we'll see how much bullshit I get fucked into.
Oh, I almost forgot my slider. We're good.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank the Lord, Russell says.
Inside ass again.
We've done that so many times.
Been a while.
What's your middle name?
Mine?
Yeah.
Russell.
Alright, so they are loading into the race now, so I will go ahead and join the lobby. Hopefully the lobby is all ready to go this time. And so far, so good. Now all that's left to do is wait for everyone to get in their spots. So we can hopefully go green this time. Yeah, and it looks like we are going to go ahead and go green this time by. Mid-Ohio was crazy, so how is New Hampshire going to be? So the green flag is out, and go get that lobster, boys!
Everybody just kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Fuck yeah. Yo.
In third.
Yeah.
I tried putting in
Whoa,
second. I was like, oh,
shit.
hell
In the
no.
whoa,
on our first lap.
3 laps down. You want to touch my balls?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we're 3 wide.
Oh, what's this, Bradley?
Yeah,
Xavier was under you. I think Spencer came back.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's alright.
But yeah.
We were still 3 wide. I checked last second. It was still 3
Right,
wide.
which side was Alex?
Oh, JC, sorry.
Spencer, you fucking fool.
Fucking school is crazy.
I'm just fucking wondering.
Okay, just hit me.
Yeah, so Cameron Morris holding on to the lead after starting from the pole. And we've already had some 3 wide action between a lot of these guys already. Yeah, and this guy was one of them. In 42, Michael Fox. He's still hanging out in the back of the pack. But of course he did start back there by virtue of his runner-up finish at Mid-Ohio. On the 8 of JC Tirado diving in there on the 42. But it looks like he's going to make a move on Spencer on the high side. And he gets that move done. Now he's working on the 24, James Iaconelli. They're still side by side with them. A little bit of contact and 3 wide between the 42, 7, and 24. Oh, Iaconelli hits the wall. And 42 takes the spot away from Spencer. So he is starting to work his way up through the field. Meanwhile, we're looking in on David Wessel. Looking at this battle for 7th place between Sal Zavala, Jared Haw, Bradley Domer Jr., and Kevin Williams. So already a bit of a double file racing and even some 3 wide. As we see the 88 trying to make a dive move on Sal Zavala. And he will get the move done, as is Bradley Domer Jr. And the 43 and Matt Connors got a little too high. Speaking of Matt Connors, we got this battle for 3rd between him and Joshua Harris. Harris trying to make a move. Oh, but Connors shuts the door. Yeah, but now Harris has got him this time. Yep, he's definitely going to have it this time. No, but they're still side by side. Connor's making that high lane work. Yeah, and even though that this is a flat 1 mile oval, there does seem to be a bit of progressive banking in the corners. And of course, the banking value is greater the higher up the track you go. And so Matt Connors making the high lane work to his advantage. But I think it looks like we got ourselves a battle for the lead now. Cameron Morris under attack from the 4 of Tegan Jones. Yeah, and I think Morris just heard me talking about using that high lane work, but I think he's using the middle lane, which is definitely the next best option. Yeah, Morris taking a higher line, Jones taking a lower line, and it looks like it almost got to a side-by-side battle. Yeah, the 2 and the 4 are still nose to tail with one another. As we see toward from third on back there, Matt Connors has dropped a little bit. He's now back in the 6th spot. And as I say that, here comes Tegan Jones on the inside, trying to make that move for the lead. He's still side by side with Morris. Jones clears him. And Tegan Jones is now out front. After a disappointing lag out at Mid-Ohio, he's wanting to do a little bit of damage control from that race. And a win here in New Hampshire will definitely help out with that. Even some stage points will definitely help with that. But Morris isn't finished with him just yet. But as they're racing here, and I kind of forgot to read this out, but the race notes for New Hampshire are the pace speed will be 60 miles per hour unless otherwise noted. The stage will be from lap 37 to 38. And of course, like we do at a lot of the tracks we go to, you please gotta call out when you're pitting and stay on the apron until the backstretch. And much like Mid-Ohio, you do have to be wary of not only your braking zone, but the braking zones of your fellow competitors. And I believe New Hampshire is one of those tracks where the lag bubble, I would say, on the front and rear ends of the cars are a lot more prevalent. So drivers have to be careful with that. And a bit of an extra note, be sure to let the number 12, Joshua Harris, pet that cat. And take that for what you will. Anyway, we have, they're coming to 17 laps to go in our only stage. Tegan Jones, who started second, didn't really have that far to go to take the lead. And now he's pulling away from pole sitter Cameron Morris. Now we have a new driver in third place. And that is the 9 of Michael Whitman. And after a bit of a wild race for him at Mid-Ohio, including getting involved in an accident with Kevin Hall and Jarrett Haw to bring out that one caution, as well as a course-cutting penalty, he still got himself a top 5 finish, finishing 5th. So a very good night for him, all things considered. Hopefully he's gonna try to at least duplicate that run here tonight, maybe even improve upon it. Well, he's currently running third now. They got 14 laps to go in the stage. He might get himself some stage points, but of course, that 12 of Joshua Harris, he's wanting to get some more stage points. Now we have a battle for 5th between the 48 of Bradley Domer Jr., the winner of Mid-Ohio, and Jarrett Haw in the 88, his teammate. And this is for 5th. And of course, we're already seeing a lot of these guys try different lines around New Hampshire to see which one is the fastest way around. You see some guys taking a higher line, others taking a lower line. Yeah, Bradley's is definitely taking a high line there. He's able to diamond that corner. Oh, we got the 88 in the wall. And now he's under attack from Spencer Boyce in the 7. And of course, that 48, Bradley Domermer Jr., he did win Mid-Ohio in a very dominant fashion. And because of that, he started toward the back of the field. I think he was the second to last car in the field. But now he's worked his way up very nicely, and he's currently running in 5th. As they just crossed the line with 10 laps to go in the stage. And it is still the 4 of Tegan Jones leading the way. And Tegan Jones looking to win his 7th race of the 2024 season. And with him leading right now, he's well on his way to doing that. But of course, it is still very early in the race, and anything can happen. We now have 8 laps to go in the stage. And he has pulled away from the 2 of Cameron Morris. And of course, when Jones got around Morris for the lead, Morris was still there, like right on his back bumper. But even though Jones has pulled away a little bit, he's still, what's the word here? Like he's still there. Still about a second behind him, though. Looks like we have 6 laps to go in the stage now. Yeah, we have 6 laps to go in the stage. We're coming to 5. And I think that 4-car Jones has pulled away from Cameron Morris just a little bit more. Meanwhile, the battle is for 3rd, and it's become a 4-way battle for 3rd. Between Michael Whitman, Joshua Harris, Bradley Domer Jr., and Spencer Boyce. Riding along with Spencer Boyce, who is currently in 6th. But the 9 of Michael Whitman still holding down that fort. It looks like he's pulled away from Joshua Harris just a little bit. They now hit 3 laps to go in the stage, and it looked like Morris hit the wall on the straightaway. So he is going to lose a little bit of time to that 4-car. But of course, in 2 laps from now, he will definitely catch back up. And 2 laps to go in the stage. Well, so far it looks like lagging out in Mid-Ohio was the best thing that could have happened to Tegan Jones. Because of that, he was able to start toward the front. And being one of the fastest guys in the league, if not the fastest guy in the league, he's still leading as we see the 41 of Wessel hit the barrels. Getting onto pit road. And I think he's lagged out. Yeah, he's lagged out. Of course, this is the last lap of the stage. As he comes off before, Tegan Jones wins the stage. Cameron Morris second, Michael Whitman third, Bradley Domer Jr. fourth, Spencer Boyce fifth, Joshua Harris sixth, so Harris losing a couple spots in that exchange. Jared Haas seventh, Michael Fox eighth, Anthony Peters ninth, and Sal Zavala 10th. Alright, so pit road is open. And yep, everyone is coming in. And now we shall see who has the first pit stall. So that way, we'll see who wins the race off of pit road. Tegan Jones has the second stall, and it's Spencer Boyce that has the first stall. And it looks like it's Tegan Jones just barely hanging on to win the race off of pit road. And it was very close between him and Cameron Morris. And everyone is stopping on the track to make sure everyone catches up. Yep, everyone is getting back going. And hopefully they can double up quickly so we can go green this time. It looks like we might go green here. Hey, yep, they are going green, so it's time to crank it up.
Wow. Put it in third gear and the damn thing damn near turned and went down fucking pit road. That was insane.
Oh my god. Sorry, since I'm getting the pinball here.
Sandwich.
It's alright, I was trying to make a 3
Sorry,
wide
Morris.
under Mike.
Oh no.
Boy, it gets tight. Coming off the turn.
I saved it. Oh god. I was trying to.
Sorry.
I have damage. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, it's up against the wall.
I assume you have damage too.
Woo! Hello, Kevin.
I've got damage.
Whoa.
I'm as real as I can be, Mikey.
Oh my god, I'm so smart. Or Harris. I don't know why I said smart. I meant Harris.
God. Oh god. I didn't think the race too much on my pants. We're 3 wide. Go ahead. Not fucking good.
Wow. That is some moves by Spencer. He's pissed.
My bad, Spence.
getting
You're
hit
good.
all over the place right now.
You're good, Harris. Oh, God.
Whoa!
Oh,
Thought it was about putting you in the wall there, Kevin.
Sorry. Carmel, sorry.
I'm surprised I'm able to keep up with 96% arrow.
Yeah, I got 98. I'm the race trying to scout Morris.
Yep.
I had no way to let off. I mean, I was full gas coming onto the exit, you know.
There was really nothing I could have done.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that was my bad.
I just got paid.
I just realized I got.
So a pretty wild restart as Morris was able to take the lead just briefly. He and Tegan Jones made contact, but Morris got the worst of it as he hits the wall coming off of turn 2, and everybody had to scramble. Yeah, and they're still running close together side by side. And it was almost 4 wide between Tegan Jones and 3 of the Hendrick cars. And we also have Spencer making moves. Oh, it looks like caution is out. So yeah, caution is out. I think there may have been a bit of an incident between the 8 and the 13. But regardless, pit road is open and everyone's coming in. And of course, since Spencer Boyce has that first pit stall, we're going to be looking at his camera angle to see who wins the race off. And it is Tegan Jones that wins the race off. And Bradley Domer Jr. takes over second place. And they're already doubling up. So we're going to go green this time. So it's the 4 of Tegan Jones on the outside. The 48, the Mid-Ohio winner, Bradley Domer Jr. on the inside. Who's going to get the better jump? Green flag is out. We're back underway at New Hampshire. And it's Tegan that gets the better jump. And everybody's keeping it clean this time. There was a little bit of contact between the 3 and the 42. Back there for 6. We got Bradley hitting the wall off of turn 4 there. And that's going to allow the 88 of Jared Haw to make a move. And they're all 2 and 3 wide back there. We're looking at the 7 of Spencer Boyce. Who's currently running an 8th. But make that 7th as he makes a diving move on the 37 of Kevin Hall. But Hall holds on to it. Yeah, and like I said earlier, we're seeing a lot of guys here trying different grooves around this track to see which one's the fastest. Yeah, but it looks like the middle groove on the entry in the middle of the corner, then the low groove on exiting the corner looks to be the fastest way around. And the 88 of Jared Hawes on a charge as he restarted outside the top 5, and now he's running in second. And if he can get that perfect run off the corner, he might take the lead. Yeah, he's there. Yeah, Jared Haw is there, and he's taking the apron off of turn 2. Trying to find the best run that he can get. Oh, looks like Tegan got the better run off of 4 there. And now it's looking like Tegan's starting to pull away again. And Jared Hawes not willing to go down without a fight. Yeah, Tegan got that better run off of 2, and that's just gonna let him pull away. Yeah, so yes, it's looking more and more like lagging out in Mid-Ohio was the best thing that could have happened. And now Jared Hawes under attack from Bradley. And we are a little over a third of the way through the race. We now have 94 laps to go. We are looking at the Mid-Ohio winner, Bradley Domer Jr., running in third. Trying to get around his teammate of Jared Haw. Yep, running the middle lane and the entrance in the middle of the corner. And the lower lane coming off the corner. Yeah, but Haw got the better run that time. And Bradley's able to drive it in deeper than Jared Haw. But that 88 gets the better drive off. Oh, he thought about making a move there. Yeah, but he's close enough to do so. Oh, Spencer Boyd's got a great run off of turn 4. And he goes way down low to make the move on Michael Whitman. And that is for 4th place. So a great run from Spencer Boyce relatively early in the race. But Michael Whitman trying to make that move on Spencer Boyce once again. A little bit of contact there between the 9 and the 7. And they are still side by side. And of course, this is for 4th. Contact between the 9 and the 7 again. Spencer into the wall, but he's going to get that better run off turn 4. Oh, but Spencer hits the wall again. And now Michael Fox gets around him. All the while, Tegan Jones still leading. And it looked like Jared Haw was trying to gain some time back on him. But Tegan just gets those better runs off. And Jones definitely taking a higher lane through turns 1 and 2. As we just saw back there, Michael Whitman took a higher line, and that definitely slowed him down. But he's able to hold on to that 4th spot. And Spencer Boyce trying once again to take that 4th spot away. And he just drives it in deeper than that 9 of Michael Whitman. Oh, now Whitman making a move on his teammate Bradley. Yeah, he tried it up high, now he's trying down low. Contact between the 9 and the 48. They'll put the 9 of Michael Whitman up to 3rd. Yeah, but now Spencer Boyce wants a piece of this action. And we got a couple cars on pit road. The 43 of Matt Connors and the 37 of Kevin Hall. And I think Kevin Hall might have lagged out. And so another lag out here at New Hampshire. Yeah, Kevin Hall saying in the Discord, good win, Tegan, so I guess that means he is done for the night. But I wouldn't say Tegan has gotten this win yet. There's still 81 more laps to go. And anything can happen. But as of right now, it looks like he does have this race on lock. And again, we shall see what happens from there. And meanwhile, the battle for fourth is still brewing between Bradley and Spencer. And the top 7 pretty much all running together here. Here is one of the other battles that's happening on track. This is for 6th between the 42 of Michael Fox and the 2 of Cameron Morris. Oh, a little further ahead, Bradley gets loose off of turn 2. That might allow Spencer to make a move. Oh, but Bradley shuts the door on him. Spencer does the old switcheroo going into 1. They're side by side still, coming off of 2. But Bradley still hangs on to that 4th spot. Looks like Spencer might have gotten a little loose off of 4. But as Michael Whitman gets loose off of 2. And of course, that 4 of Tegan Jones, he's still leading, but he hasn't pulled away as much as he wanted to, as the 88 of Jared Haw. He's still there. He's still that little bit of a distance away where if Jones makes a mistake, Haw will definitely capitalize on it. And of course, Haw just drives it in a lot deeper than Tegan can. But Tegan, he gets those better runs off the corner. And I think that's what's helping him stay out front. Meanwhile, the battle for third between 2 of the Hendrick teammates is still brewing between the 48 and the 9. And Bradley gets around Michael Whitman with very good ease. And Spencer's trying to follow suit. Well, I should have just said with ease when referring to Bradley's move on Mike. The top 2, still Tegan Jones and Jared Haw. And Haw still trying to apply that pressure on Tegan Jones. Because it looks like they're coming up on some traffic here pretty soon. And I believe that is the 3 of Kevin Williams. Haw takes a much lower line in turn 1 and 2 than Tegan. And again, Tegan just gets those better runs off. Yeah, and as that camera confirmed, it is the 3 of Kevin Williams that they're gonna be coming up to in a little bit, as Jared Haw is the first car on pit road. So green flag pit stops have started here at New Hampshire. Actually, I believe it was the 8. That was the first car on pit road, unless he lagged out as well. Yeah, and as you see in the distance, Tegan Jones is now on pit road. Yeah, Jared Hawes leaving. And so I guess that means the 8 of JC Torado has lagged out as well. So a third lag out here at New Hampshire. And that gives the lead to Bradley Domer Jr., but he's going to be coming in now. As is the 7 of Spencer Boyce. And that will hand the lead over, at least for the moment, to Michael Whitman in the 9. And he's still out there as the 2 of Cameron Morris and the 12 of Joshua Harris come in to make their stops. So the 2 Penske teammates coming in together. The 13 of Sal Zamala is also in and out. And now Michael Whitman's coming in. Yeah, and looking at Whitman's stream, his tire light came on, but he still had about 4 laps of fuel left, so... And while it's not a very tire-hungry track, the tires definitely wear more here than the fuel gets consumed here, so... So that puts Michael Fox out front for the moment. And of course, you got to be wondering when he'll come in. And yes, that does confirm it. The 42 is leading. And he still stays out. Yeah, and on that cycle of pit stops, it was Jared Haw that was able to stay ahead of the 4 Tegan Jones. But Jones is definitely right there, and he goes onto the apron to try to get a run off the corner. So a battle for the provisional lead between the 4 and the 88, and now the 4 has definitely got his nose in there. And he clears Jared Haw once again. But Jared Haw pulls the switcheroo. Or at least he tried to, and he gets back in line behind the 4. And he tries it again in turn 3 and 4. But Jones just gets that better run. And now it looks like the 42 is in. And the 42 of Michael Fox is in. So Tegan Jones will regain the lead once it all cycles out. And James Iconelli gets into the wall to make sure he stays out of the way of this battle. But actually, I was wrong. It's actually the three of Kevin Williams leading as of right now. Yeah, but now he's coming in. Oh, but Tegan Jones did not get a good exit off of turn 4, and that allows Jared Hall to close in. And Jones once again taking a higher line. He's able to get that run off. And yes, the pits have cycled out now, so Tegan Jones is the leader, Jared Haw second. And I believe that is Bradley Domer Jr. running in third. And we got a pretty big battle here between the 9, the 2, and the 7. Yeah, 9 minus 2 equals 7. Yeah, and Whitman gets around both of them. So a very daring move from the 9 of Michael Whitman to get 2 guys for the price of 1. So put the 9 in 4th place. And now the 2 leaders are coming up on the 38 of Anthony Peters to put him in a lap down. And Haw still trying to find every bit of speed he can. But Jones is using the draft off the 38 to help him get a little bit of a boost. But I believe they actually do run low draft here. And Peters gets out of the way. Oh, but Jared Hall hits the wall trying to get around him. Yeah, that's definitely going to lose him some time. So Tegan Jones has built an even bigger gap now between himself and the 88. But meanwhile, we got a battle for 4th heating up between the 9 and the 7. Yeah, Spencer's still trying to make the move on Whitman, but Whitman just gets the better runs off. Now we have a battle for 6th heating up between the 2 and the 42. Morris trying to take a higher line to try to get that run off. But I think he was a little too slow entering the corner. Well, Well, now it's become a four-way battle for fourth. Pretty much. Yeah, Fox got to run, but Boyce shuts the door. As they cross the line with 50 laps to go. And now Jared Haw under attack from Bradley Domer Jr. This is for second. So Jarrett Haw's car really falling off now. Now that puts Bradley Domer Jr. into second. But Jared Haw still trying to make that move. Well, now we got a battle between Fox and Whitman. This is for fourth. So Fox was able to get around both Spencer Boyce and Michael Whitman to take fourth place. So his car's starting to come to life now. No, but Whitman doesn't want to give that spot up that easily. And then we got the 24, James Iconelli on pit road. And I believe this is a pit stop and not another lag out. Yep, he's coming off pit road, so it is an actual pit stop. And of course, since he's coming off pit road, he does have to stay on that apron until he hits the back straightaway. And then he can blend onto the racing surface, which he does. We now have 44 laps to go. And I believe these guys still have to make at least one or two more pit stops before this thing is all said and done. And now Michael Fox has really started to pull away from the 9 of Michael Whitman. And this battle for fourth has pretty much stabilized at the moment between Fox, Whitman, and Boyce. Now they're coming up on the 38 of Anthony Peters. But Fox dives it in there on his former Ganassi teammate. And he dives it in there again. And he gets around him. Meanwhile, Tegan Jones in that 4 car is still holding a very decent sized gap over second place, Bradley Domer Jr. He doesn't really have any more traffic to deal with, at least for the moment. So pretty much a completely clean track right in front of him. And the gap has stabilized between the two leaders. But I think that time it actually gained a bit. And it looks like the 12 of Joshua Harris got loose off of 4. As we have the 88 of Jared Hall making a pit stop as he's coming off of pit road. So it looks like pit stops have started as the 38's in now. Now you got to be thinking about when you're going to come in if you're one of the leaders. As Peters comes off of pit road. And it looks like Bradley has gained quite a bit on Tegan Jones. He wants to sweep another doubleheader. But Jones gets that better run off of 4. As we got another car coming off of pit road, and that is the 43 of Matt Connors. But Bradley's pretty much there now. And he's able to just drive it in a lot deeper than Tegan Jones. But Tegan Jones, he gets the better runs off. And those runs off is pretty much the difference maker as to how Tegan's able to stay out front. Again, Bradley trying to dive it deep. Well, you got Kevin Williams coming off the pit road. Yeah, but if you're the 4 and the 48, you've got to be thinking about when you're wanting to come in to make your stop. As we now have 32 laps to go as they cross the line there. But Tegan takes a lower line off. And that definitely compromised his exit just a little bit. Yeah, and Bradley's there now. But Bradley comes in now. And so Bradley has come in for a stop. And now Tegan comes in for his stop. Very much reactionary to what Bradley's doing. As Michael Whitman takes the lead as he crosses the line. We now have 30 laps to go. So I believe for pretty much everyone running right now, this is their final stop. And Bradley comes out. But Spencer's compromising his line. Jared Hall trying to make a move. Tegan Jones comes off of pit road now. Yeah, so at the moment, Bradley has the provisional lead. But now the question is, can he hold it? And another question is, when will Michael Whitman make his stop? So currently it is Michael Whitman leading, and he's coming in right now, and Spencer Boyce in second. So now Spencer takes the lead. But Tegan Jones diving in it deep on the 48. The 4 right on that back bumper. Again, he's trying to get that good run off the corner. And Spencer Boyce stays out once again. The 24, James Iconelli, gets out of the way. Because he doesn't want to compromise anybody's line. Especially his teammates' line. And Tegan Jones using that apron once again to carry as much speed as he can off of that corner. But Tegan hits the wall off of 4. But he's still right on that back bumper of the 48. It looks like Spencer Boyce is still on the track. It's Tegan making a move down low, but Bradley shuts the door on him. We have Sal Zavala coming off of pit road. 3 wide between the 3 of them. And they're side by side for the lead. And Tegan's going to have the better line going into 3. And Tegan retakes the lead. But Bradley's still there, though. Still right on that back bumper of the 4. And Spencer has come in for a stop, so this is the battle for the lead. As they're now coming to 22 laps to go. Of course, Tegan Jones with those 1 lap fresher tires. That's definitely helping. But of course, he's running into traffic right now. Well, they're both running into traffic as the 38 of Anthony Peters and the 3 of Kevin Williams are right in front of them. And of course, Tegan Jones pulling away from Bradley now. Bradley Domer Jr. just dives it in there on the 38. But now Tegan's working on Kevin Williams. Williams hits the wall. As they're going to come across the line with 19 laps to go. Again, Bradley is just able to drive it in deeper into that corner, but Tegan gets the better run off. And those fresher tires are definitely helping the 4 out now, as we now have 18 to go. Yeah, Tegan Jones has definitely pulled away from the 48 now. And Bradley is able to drive it in deep. But in trying to catch Tegan, he's driving it in a little too deep. As we now have 16 laps to go. Now we have 15 laps to go. 10 laps to go until we hear no more cautions. Yeah, and the next 2 cars that the 4 will catch are the 42 and the 43. $14 laps to go now. And Tegan Jones started second by virtue of lagging out in race 1 at Mid-Ohio. But he has definitely taken full advantage of his starting position, as he was able to get around pole sitter Cameron Morris a few laps into the race. And ever since then, it's pretty much been all Tegan Jones. We have 12 laps to go now. And Tegan's coming up on the 42 and the 43. They're side-by-side battling. How do you think they'll play a factor in this? But of course, if I were those two, I'd just get out of the way. Yeah, but he's really catching up to those two now. As we now have 10 laps to go. And Tegan is there. Coming up to the 42 of Michael Fox. And Fox pulls out of the way. And the next car that he'll be coming up to is the 43 of Matt Connors. He's right there on the back bumper of the 43. And he gets by with no issues at all. So now Tegan Jones has a very clean track in front of him. He doesn't have to worry about traffic. And now all he has to worry about is keeping that 48 at bay. But it's looking like Bradley might have gained a little bit on Tegan Jones. We now have 6 laps to go. So we've had one driver dominate the first race of this doubleheader. And so far, we've had another driver dominate this race of the doubleheader. 5 laps to go, no more cautions. Tegan Jones trying to win his 7th race of the 2024 season. Bradley Domer Jr. trying to win his 5th race and sweep his 2nd straight doubleheader. But who's gonna get here first? In 3 laps from now. And Bradley has gained quite a bit on Tegan. Yeah, but he's running out of time to make a move. Two laps to go. Bradley has really gained on Tegan Jones in turn 3 and 4. He's there. But of course, like what we saw at Watkins Glen in the first race of the last doubleheader, he was aggressive when he needed to be. Are we going to see the same thing out of him right now? He tried to make a move deep going into 3, but I think he lost a little bit of momentum there. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Bradley's right on that back bumper of Tegan. He's going to try to send it into turn 3. And that's what he does. And they're side by side coming off of forward contact. Tegan gets into the wall. Bradley's going to do it. Bradley's going to sweep another doubleheader. And they're wrecking, coming to the line. Bradley Domer Jr. with a daring last lap pass, last lap, last corner. And much like Watkins Glen, he was aggressive when he needed to be. And it ultimately paid off as he gets his 5th win of the 2024 season. And he sweeps his 2nd consecutive doubleheader. And it was Jared Haw with the fastest lap of the race with a 28.7. Yeah, and let's go ahead and get your race winner, Bradley Domer Jr. Yeah, and there he is, your race winner, and another doubleheader sweep for Bradley Domer Jr. Now with about 20 or so laps to go, with Tegan way on ahead of you, it looked like he had the race on lock, but as the run went on, you got closer and closer, and it ultimately ended with you making a last lap, last corner move to take the win. Like, how were you able to make that move? But yeah, that was a pretty crazy move to get around him for that win. But and as I said, like, this was pretty much shades of your win at Watkins Glen in the last doubleheader. Did you sort of channel that when you made that move on Tegan? Now, of course, next week we go to Las Vegas. We go back to those 1.5-mile tracks. So what's your mindset going into that, especially considering the last race at Vegas had a pretty wild ending in itself? Yeah, and your race-winning interview from Mid-Ohio, you said you had a top 5, top 7 car, but it ultimately gave yourself the win at New Hampshire. Congratulations on that, and we'll see you next week at Las Vegas. Now let's go ahead and get your runner-up finisher, Tegan Jones. And I bet he's definitely going to have a little bit to say on that move. Yep, and there he is, your runner-up finisher, Tegan Jones. That you had the dominant car the entire night, but it was that last corner on the last lap where Bradley forced you into the wall, and you had to settle for second. Like, take us through that, especially that last stint.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, he had the long run car. I had a short run car. I don't understand how him, JB, and Mike can just fucking send it into these corners and on the bottom at New Hampshire and be able to get a run off. But it is what it is. It didn't help that I had to pass lap down cars that didn't know how to fucking get out of the way. They got out of his way just fine though, so that's fine. It's, you know, I'm gonna pull a Spencer. It's whatever. That's just gonna change how I race from here on out. So.
Now, at least you pulled a Spencer without throwing your controller against the wall. So, but
no, I've got more sense than that. I have to buy my shit. He don't.
Well, yeah, going back to some of the early stints in the race, and you had a lot of challenges from that 88 of Jared Haw and a few other guys. Like, how were you able to hold those guys off?
And I think JB got the wall when he was trying to pass Incog, and I think that gave him side damage, which probably made him lose. And then I think he might have actually got into it with Incog at some point too. So I think he lost his time there. Yeah, it's just I'm good on the short run. I'm good on the long run. They've just got it figured out more on the long run than I did. So, you know, it's something I'm going to have to figure out. It's something I've struggled with since I had, you know, corrupt data since last year. They've got their settings and shit figured out, and mine ain't. I've went back and looked at who I've sent them to in the past and can't find it or find it what's working. I guess I'm just going to have to go and get on here one day and just fucking find out. Just fucking test it out 20 hours a day, I guess, and go from there. It just sucks, you know. I kind of raced clean-ish that whole race, you know. I took my runs, but I didn't move anybody. I know I got touched Bradley that one turn, but that was because I was trying to let Sal come up off pit road. So, and hell, Bradley tried to send it in, you know, a lap before he did anyway, so I knew it was coming. I knew I couldn't take the bottom because if I took the bottom, he was just going to move me up there. I had to take the high line to try to get the run off, but, you know, when somebody pushes you up out of, you know, 2 or 3 grooves, you can't do nothing. You can't gas it up. They're done, got you out of it, and they're done. They're using your car as a brake. They don't have to lift, so they can just use you as a fucking pinball machine and then gas it up and go on. So I guess that's how I'm going to start racing and let the chips fall where they fall.
Yeah, and speaking of chips falling where they're falling, next week we head to Las Vegas, and I know you definitely have some experience there, considering the championship race at the end of last season. So, like, what's your mindset going into that, especially with the last race at Vegas on your mind?
I'll probably get fucked there too, so I'll just get ready for it. I'll set my mindset, and you know, if I win, then that's a fucking plus. Is all I can say.
Yeah, but a pretty wild ending to a pretty New Hampshire-ish race. So, but congratulations on a very good runner-up finish. I know it wasn't the result that you wanted, but it was still a very good result. And I'll see you next week at Las Vegas.
Thanks for broadcasting. I know it's been a late night, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm used to it.
It's our last doubleheader, so at least we've got that to go for us. I will talk to you later.
All right. Well, I'll see you later. And because it is such a late night, I will go ahead and get one more interview in. And that is the 88 of Jared Haw. And I will go ahead and get him in. And there he is, your third place finisher, Jared Haw. Like in that middle stint, it looked like you had something for Tegan, but it was ultimately not meant to be. But you ended up with a very good third place finish. Take us through what the race looked like from your view, and especially that last lap involving your teammate.
Well, in the middle of the race, I had a really, really good car. I should have ran out the run instead of pitting early. And I made an adjustment to try and help my car a little bit, and it ended up killing it. And I was hoping to keep up with Tegan for pretty much most of the run because I knew that adjustment would eventually help me in the long run, but it was hurting me a little bit in the short run. And when Tegan got clear of some lap traffic and I tried to get clear, they just ran up the track a little bit and they didn't hit me, but I ended up hitting the wall because of it because I had no choice, either hit the wall or hit them. And that really killed my car for the rest of that run. And then I short pitted them to try and gain some more track position, hopefully maybe try and hold them off, but I didn't even come back out in front of them. I had to fix the damage. So it was a good race, had very, very good pace, just wasn't meant to be this time.
Yeah, and I know you kind of sound disappointed because I mean you felt like you could have gotten more, but yeah, especially again that last lap involving your teammate Bradley, making that move on Tegan to put him in the wall to take the win. So like, how do you feel about Hendrick's performance now, especially with Bradley getting his 5th win of the year?
Well, I'm going to split to two different sides of this. I've seen Bradley's side of the wreck, and on Bradley's end, he barely, I don't even know that it even made a sound that they touched on his end. So I don't know what it looks like on Tegan's end. I'm sure it's much worse, but it's just sometimes this game between the two different cars, two different servers, sometimes it's really, really screwy. So I don't think the move was really anything bad. Do I think it could have been maybe a tiny bit cleaner? Sure, but everyone thinks that a pass can be cleaner if there's any bit of contact. So that's just, it is what it is. But yeah, Hendrick as a whole, two of us are doing fantastic, and the other two of us are struggling pretty hard. I mean, I'm still able to get some good finishes. James has gotten some pretty good finishes this year, but I cannot seem to not get in some type of issue every week to not win. I had speed at Phoenix, I sped on pit road. I've had speed at other tracks and just either sped on pit road or got mired in traffic. It's just one thing or another, but hopefully we'll get a W soon. Two good tracks for me coming up the next 2 weeks, so I'm optimistic.
Yeah, of course. Next week we go to Las Vegas, especially what happened at the end of last season's race there. So what are you looking forward to about Vegas next week?
Well, I'm hoping to not pull the same strategy that I did last year because it clearly didn't work. But I'm hoping that we'll have some more people, so hopefully the racing will be a little bit better and be a little closer. But we'll see. I'm more looking forward to Dover because I know that Dover is probably one of my best tracks. But So is New Hampshire. So it's just the tracks that I'm really, really good at. Just I haven't lost anything. I've gotten faster. Just some guys are out strategizing me or just flat out quicker. So we'll see. Mile and a halves aren't always my strong suit, but I've been pretty strong at them this year. So we'll see how we can do.
Well, we can't wait to see how you do at Vegas next week and Dover after that. But congratulations on a very good third place run at New Hampshire, and we'll see you next week at Vegas.
Alrighty, thank you, sir, and thank you for broadcasting. By the way, something you might not have seen was I actually ended up spinning out off of turn 4 on the last lap, and I don't know who hit me, but somebody literally hit me up into the air and across the line. So Mike and I barely beat Mike to the line, so it was just really, really funny. But I don't know if you ended up catching that or not.
Well, I kind of did, and I think it might have been Mike that flew you into the air.
Honestly, it might have been because of how close we finished, but I just thought it was really funny. I'm like, I'm literally in the air. How did I finish third? I felt like Ryan Newman in the Daytona 500. Like, I'm in the air crossing the line. So it was just really funny. But alrighty, I will head out here.
All right, I'll see you. All right, and I think with that, I will call it stream, because normally I would interview the top 5, but because it's a doubleheader and it's getting kind of late where I'm at, so I think I will go ahead and call it stream at the top 3. But yeah, final thoughts on the race. And the race was, your typical New Hampshire. A lot of guys trying to see which lane is the best lane around. And with, Tegan Jones dominating the race as he normally does. But it was the last corner of the last lap where Bradley showed his aggression once again. He was able to get his 5th win of the 2024 season. And pretty much further solidifying himself as a championship favorite, especially sweeping a second straight doubleheader. And of course, this was our last doubleheader of the year. So, I'd also like to thank you all for joining us tonight. On Wednesday, the midweek series is back in action after a very well-deserved week off, and we'll be heading to Atlanta. And much like the Cup Series, Atlanta is very tire hungry when it comes to the Xfinity cars as well. So it should be an interesting run there. And of course, next Sunday, we'll be hitting Las Vegas. And of course, if you watched the championship race last year and how crazy that finish was, we should probably in for something similar next week. But so I'm going to go ahead and stream here. Yeah, thank you for joining us tonight for Las Vegas as well as Mid-Ohio for our doubleheader. So don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you Wednesday for the midweek series at Atlanta, and next Sunday for the Cup Series at Las Vegas. I'll see you guys later.